Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ekene miku, kene ibe, kene Igbo, kene olu. Cinco echi yazelo. This is Ezioku Podcast, and I'm your host, Dwayne Chinedu'm. So today, I come up with this small proco. Moku go see small because there's a lot of things happening that seems quite funny and excited. The federal government of Nigeria today, in their news, stated very clear that they are not going to entertain the successioning of any group or ethnic nationality in Nigeria. Their father stated that that they are not that they are not going to that staying together is an obligation, not optional, and that they are not going to entertain any balkanization of Nigeria for any reason. If you see this news now, most of us, when we come across this news, we just read it and swallow it hook, line, and sinker without connecting the dots and understanding what this news actually mean and how it happens to affect our people. Because in as much as we are living our life, we also have to understand that our daily life incorporates what's happening on the political wings of our country. So it's just vice versa, garbage in, garbage out. We have to be conscious of what is happening and understand what's going on. The Nigerian government, because I don't know, I will try to break this. I will try to break it down. I will try to use a more relative tone to our people, because this message is directly to our people, by extension the entire world at large. These people are saying that they are not going to entertain any balkanization of the country, Nigeria. Oh. Is that so? Okay, you people don't want to entertain. I'm just saying from a very neutral point of view. You people don't want to entertain the balkanization of the country called Nigeria, but you spearheadedly superseded on the balkanization of the Igbo nation. This is Ezioku Podcast, and we have our own routine of doing something that we state the truth, we state the facts categorically, not minding. Just come with your common sense so that you can be able to comprehend what you are saying. Because many people, if you are so stupid enough that you cannot reason, then this podcast is not for you. If you see your screw, this is not for you. Screw up and go and look for something, because we want the world to see and understand the situation we are in, the kind of leadership you practice in Africa, their level of hypocrisy and two-sided mouth. You're appearing from both sides of their mouth. You don't want Nigeria to be recognized. Okay, let's give it that to you, because you respect people's opinion and views, but you balkanize the Igbo nation. Thank God to most of our brothers that is doing extensively well. Namen TV, the tribe, Spirit Almighty. These people are doing great in trying to unify the Igbo nation. This is the evil that some individuals in the governmental echelon felt to propagate against the Igbo people. Now, if we are to be very, very realistic, you know that a part of the group looking to break away from Nigeria are the Igbo people, heavily led by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. So by extension, they are referring to the Igbo people. You don't want. I want you people to understand that even within that we've tried to coexist, that even within the marriage, the geographical expression known as Nigeria, that we are still not welcomed. You balkanized us. Now you are saying that you don't want to be balkanized. Okay. It's all good and fine. It's all good and fine. I don't know how to I don't know how to. I don't know. At times I feel like going crazy because I'm trying to comprehend I am trying to comprehend I'm trying to comprehend what these people are actually doing. Where to what end? All the things that they are doing, to what end? The level of nepotism. Oh my goodness me. Do you know that few weeks ago, Shetima, the vice president of Nigeria, was at the UN General Assembly calling for the independence of the Palestinians, stating that the Palestinians have right to self-determination. Have in mind, this was self-determination. We are still going to get back to it, because the Igbo people or the Biafran race have their own rights to self-determination. This is what I believe, and that is what is obtainable. Shetima was calling for self-determination for the good people of Palestine. Before Shetima, Buhari during his turn have also repeated the same thing, because one of them ndị bai ka moto ka na ihe a niile na-eme ka na connect the dots, ka na connect ma ige a na-ekwu okwu ụmụ mgbe a ga na-ekwu okwu sometimes onye ala na-ama some ndị ala na-aghọta ihe a. Ọ dị mma ka na connect the dots n'ihe anyị na-ekwu, ka na connect the dots na-aghọta ihe anyị na-ekwu. Ndị a na Buhari during his regime called for the freedom. We listen, we are pure Republicans and we support the freedom of the Palestinians. If freedom and self-determination is good for the people of Palestine, so it is also good for the Igbo people in Nigeria. That is what we are saying. Because Ezioku Bondo. Man, what is it? What is it? The notion and the motive of those people? Una say Una say can you read the ignorance of happenings? Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger have officially joined BRICS. So una Maria nako, una chobe what ya nako, una chobe mata na ino no oga ino bukwa ogo onye ọbụla kwesịrị ịdị nkwadobe. Oge onye ọbụla kwesịrị ịdị nkwadobe vu esa na enye ole ndị be anyị asụ ya ịdị watchful, because the time are evil. As ndị gba mara ihe na-eche echiche ka mmadụ, na-eche echiche ka mmadụ, because aghara ndụ kpaa ka onye ire erie ya, aghara ndụ kpaa ka onye ire erie ya. Ndị a na-ekwu na ha chọrọ ihe ọbụla, they don't want the ịya iyo. Ọ dị mma ka our people water the time to go ịma na ya o butu eje sword, because ọ ka ọ dịkwa ka ihe nwoke na ibi ya na-eme. Na-asị na achọrọ nwere ihe ga-ekewa Naijiria nka nsogbu adịrọ. Ọ ka ọ gọsikwa ka ọ dịkwa ka ihe nwoke na ibi ya na-eme. Mana ọ dị mma ka our people mara that n'oge anyị nọ abụrụ oge a na-ehi ụra mechie anya na-abụ, na ọ dị mma ị na-eyiri iwere ofu anya, ịmụrụ anya bute ofu anya, kọsa atọọla ọmara atọrọ ofe ka ofenye isi n'ọfịa. Oge anyị nọ nwe ka o si dị, ama m ka m na-esi ka ọ bụkọsị ịma na ọ bụrụ ihe niile ka echena ka m bịa seru gị eseru, gọsị nna try mma ịdị a little bit diplomatic, nna try ịdị diplomatic in my choice of words. Na ọ bụrụ na m amara achọ, ọ bụrụ na m ama mkpọnwụ okwu afọ, mana nna achọ ịdị diplomatic because gụ abụ onye Igbo kwesịrị atụọrọ ọmarụ ikwesị ihe mere gị ji bụrụ typical nwa afọ Igbo bụ ịma anyị nere na nke arụrụ arụ. Anyị kwesịrị ime ihe bụ anyị nere na nke arụrụ arụ in this matters as it affects our people. Na ihe a bụ the same government, this very government, this government of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through his vice was at the UN General Assembly calling for the freedom of the people of Palestine, which we totally support. But what we are saying that same thing that is good for the people of Palestine is still good for our people. That we have Self-determination, that's why I say that he puts in mind that word self-determination. What is our people have right to self-determination. That is what we are asking for. We are not asking for anybody's land. We are not asking for anything. What we are saying is that we own our right to self-determination. Mind you that this self-determination, this very self-determination we are talking about, it's in the UN Charter of Indigenous Peoples. And Nigeria is signatory to it because Nigeria is a member nation to the US as we speak, to the UN, sorry, as we speak. Nigeria is a signatory to these documentaries and treaties, but yet they are violating it, and the world is looking at it and moving on as if nothing is happening. That's why Njikwa Madi the other day that the UN is a very stupid and useless organization. Because they are when you are looking at the UN, you will be looking at a very fantastic corrupt organization. Yes, I said it. I know it's a very, very big statement, but I'm going to. The case of the Biafran people is a clear proof. The case of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria is a clear proof. The case of the former eastern region of this nation or country called Nigeria, be that as you may put it, which in the actual sense, we're on my nation, my country, we're on Nigeria. Like I happen, I see that I can't know Igbo. We own our rights to self-determination. If the government is saying that they don't want to, it is not for them to decide. I want to educate our people, because the very essence of this Ezioku podcast is to be interactive and to educate people. No one we bow to superior argument. No one we bow to superior argument, because it is what makes you human is your ability to reason. That is what makes you human. You have to invite your friend to Sayozia, share, invite people, follow or subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that Kena they up to date, Kena water, because all the very, very important now unshackle the chain CG our people from reasoning, from connecting the dots, chains of trend, you focus on also you name what you see. A man say na no guy on we go city. No guy on we go city. Look at what is happening around the world. No guy on. And the news the other day the president of Russia and his military all prepare for war. All be ready. Because anything can happen at any time. In our case, it's all man naibu that that we are people that have been mapped out for extinction. And if news do now federal government they a man choi iju what can you mean? How does this news may our people affect? See better the livelihood or the future of our people. Konos Ogesue make that boy go to university. Not for months, for years, then with the brother with Toro. Kono Gesue make that child didn't know so. Then we able to get gas school, with the school or gaga, good education, electricity, good hospitals which is health care. Kono Gesue with the because this is what I called them up. I women down. Achọrọ ya because ọ bụ na achọrọ ya ọ bụ na ihe achọ ka ime or ka ime enjoy or ka inwe ha ga-emekwa obodo anyị adị because obodo anyị bụ Nigeria nwekwa the potential and the possibility to build a first world civilization. We have all it takes, but some people have perpetually decided to will power the way they like. We must say the truth always. I get kuriri nkebe ezioku. This is ezioku program. Also, we must serve you with the truth. Because ezioku the very, very simple. Not in any not connect the dots. ndị a na-asị oke self the a na-achọ ịgwa ya na ọ bụ mezie Nigeria mba ịkakpochirikwa na ama nke Nigeria eke. It is not in your power, His Excellency or Mr. House of Representatives. You're going to miss it, boy. It is not in your power. There is what we call place beside it, a referendum. That is how it is democratically done. These people have chosen to clamp down on every alternative that have been placed to better this country called Nigeria. Return us back to regional governments. They said no. Allow us to exercise our right to self-determination. You said no. These things are things we have to. We listen. Personally, we love this. We love this geographical expression called Nigeria. It is not our problem. The problem is you as a Nigerian. The problem is not the geographical boundaries. No, it is you as a Nigerian, because every Nigerian is corrupt. That is the truth. Every Nigerian is corrupt. When once he's been placed under a critical situation to choose between what is right and the need of his stomach, he's going to choose the need of his stomach. So what makes you think that Nigeria will be good tomorrow if you don't want to change your mentality? Because if we can actually coexist. We can actually coexist. That is why we are calling for the regional government, that the North can implement their Sharia peacefully. Because what the Boko Harams are saying, that they need a state for Sharia implementation. That is the core demand of Boko Haram, that they are against Western education, which we believe that they are entitled to it. The same thing is applicable to any other region that choose to be on their own. But what are their ways to solve this problem, which the government are supposed to be on the know of all of those things, but they have chosen to I don't know what to say. They have chosen to use force. They have chosen to go about these things in the long way. There is the possibility that there could be a referendum, and the people will decide to still continue in Nigeria, because last Nigeria too sweet. Now be the truth. Last Nigeria too sweet. Man, you as a Nigerian, your mentality and your capability of not resisting evil. We lack patience and we forget very, very easily. We can actually coexist. The Oduduwas can answer. It is done in the Great Britain. There is Scotland. Inside Great Britain, they get Scotland, they get Wales. These are countries within a Great Britain. We can actually run that system and it will work for us. A weaker center and a stronger region. But some people have just decided that they are going to the order of the day, that they're going to continue make the country that dry. What we are saying to this people is that listen, let me tell you the truth. The sky is too big for everybody to fly. If you want to loot anything where you want to loot, make the oil dry, so but allow us to harness the potency that God have imposed in us. Let's invent, let's compete with the world. Let's prove to the world that actually that the black man is equal with any other race, because civilization started here. The Igbo civilization started in the Igbo land. We gave the world its first civilization. Bar none. They know these things and they are undoubtable. Maybe that's why they want to dim our shine. They want to cover us up. There is a need. We have to. What I'm trying to say is that the debate for whether Nigeria is going to break or is not going to be break should be allowed it should be allowed to be placed in an open debate. In essence, I'm saying that the people of Nigeria should be allowed to decide. The Scotland are seeking for independence, total independence from the Great Britain. They've had their referendum multiple times and failed it. So there is possibility that the people can actually say no, we want to be in Nigeria. So why can't we choose this democratically laid out ways to solve issues than hell-belting on violence and clamping down on voice of the innocent? It is a question. It is a question we're asking. We're trying to ask those people to understand, because we've continued to prove unequivocally that we stand for peace, that we've chosen the democratically ways to go about our self-determination, because self-determination is a UN universal right for indigenous people, and that of the Igbos are not exempted. So we stand to uphold most of this thing. But funny enough, the UN have been looking the other way around. They won't say that they are not hearing what is going on. They won't say that they are not hearing what is going on. Man, what do you for avoidance of doubt? We don't believe in any country. We don't believe in any humanity. We don't believe in any individual. We don't believe that anybody can help us, in as much as we understand the very, very importance of allies and friendship. But we don't believe that any man or woman can help us, because we know that we are the children of light, and if anyway, ọ ga-abịarịrị n'ụwa, a ga-emerịrị uche Chineke n'ụwa ka esi eme ya n'igwe, because it is the spoken word of the Almighty, and he said kama okwu ya ga-abịa na mmezu ka enigwe n'ụwa gabiga. So to many people, amara na ana Igbo bụ ana eze enigwe, na ọ ga-apụta ihe, because na nwere onwe anyị ma imezi obodo anyị by implication is within the gift of the Most High to give. Ịmana ekwu agụmokwu n'inu for ndị ma ihe ka na-aghọtakwu na-ekwe m ike iche ịma ncheche mana nọọ inu ka onye Igbo ji ekwu okwu nọ aghọtakwana ihe a na-ekwu, buru onukwu aghọtana ihe a na-ekwu. Maro that now it is only left for Chukwu Abịama to find us worthy to relinquish his gift in our life. And I need to be prepared. How can we be prepared? Listen, I need to be prepared. The only way we can show Chukwu Abịama that we will be prepared is to have the ability to reason and question things, because if we are going to build a country like any of these black African countries, this sheepish, that cannot reason, that cannot connect one or two together, that cannot reason, then there's no need to call for a free Igbo nation. I need the also and what it takes to build a civilization that humanity have not seen before. They know we have they know we can do it. When I'm talking about that, Nigeria, the British knows that very well. All the intelligent bodies say when that the Igbos have what it takes to build a civilization that the world will be proud of. That and only then can a black man be proud in any way he or she is. Because the reason why they are insulting blacks today is because none of the black country can command world power. We are not nuclear nations, so that this is truth. We are not into science, we are not into technology, because we've chosen to be foolish and dumb to things that matters. Iche na ime ke ga arando pa ka onye ire ya na ego dịkwa mma, mana enidi enwe ya na-ewepụ na anụ wee na-eri anụ wee bụrụ ka bụrụ inu, because no wasa agakata ekwesị na-eche na-echebara ba ka afọ anyị ghara ifu, because ife ilikwa na ibi na US, ibi na Canada, ibi na Atlanta, ibi na Georgia, ibi na ibi na Jakarta, ibi na Honai, ibi na countries dị iche iche na mpaghara ụwa, iche na onwere ka o si gbasa gị, nsogbu adịrọ. Onwere ka o si gba emecha ka mmadụ ebe ụmụazị anwe na amụsịsị ga-anata ebe ị ga-akpọnata ha ka ọ bụ n'aka gị ka ama nna gị nọ wee chie, ka ọ bụ n'aka gị ka afọ nna gị nọ wee fuo. Ọ ka ị marụ amarụ na ọ ihe dị ezi mkpa na anyị na-eche echiche banyere one obodo anyị ga-esi wee dị mma. Na anyị enega anya, ọ bụrụ na ndị bụ ndị our politicians, they are not representing us well. Most of them are going there for they don't know what it means to serve the people. Because they are not, what we have are leaders, we don't have servers. And we need servers, people that are willing to serve the people. Because that is what your job entails. That is what your job is all about, to serve the people. Because if we have the spirit of serving the people, we should understand what it means to place the need of the people first, above every other thing we think of or every other thing that comes our way. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. And if we had it been that an average Nigerian understand this thing, you again get the assurance now. All by ebe ahụ mara ihe oge ma ọ bụrụ your tribal nonsense. No Peter Obi ga-aba, no Labour, no onye Bini, no onye Calabar, no onye Hausa, no onye nke a. Shame on you. Our people are very, very stupid. You see, yakwu mfone podcast asịza aga. Ifuru onye ya asa aga na. No gawago anyị na-emetụsizi aka na ebe ndị ọzọ dịsizi iche iche maka ndị ala. No ndị ala mfụ ala eti na they are going to rally and support somebody that another party is going to bring, that they're going to support P2B, because of your stupidity envy for an Igbo man. Obasaroge, you are a foolish person. I'm telling you the truth. You are a foolish person. If you like, make your papa dey there tomorrow, you are still going to be suffering. Let me tell you, it is not about who is there. It is not about the motor. It is who is driving it. The inside the car going at the wheel of steel. It is not who is. It is not about the name that is there or the tribe. It is the personality, the vision, the man that is there, the person that is there. And you must understand that this person cannot do it alone. For him to function, that there are arms of government, the legislative, and your representative, your senators, and there are many other wings that he's working with. So, ekwesiri consensus people what it means to serve a nation. Because you can actually be looting. Listen, corruption is everywhere. Governments now they corrupt. Now they loot people. The wind is very big for everyone to fly. You can actually tell us that the project is, you made the project for heaven knows the amount you want to mention, and give us what we want. In Africa, in Nigeria, to be precise, we're basically looking for healthcare, good road, lights, good educational system, and job opportunities. These are basic things that governments have to provide for their citizens. But in our case here, go and check the unemployment rate in Nigeria so that you'll be bamboozled. We have to understand that our ability to reason is what makes us human. That people have their right to self-determination. That, do you know that the Hausa race is one of the greatest race in the history of humanity? One of the alien race, the Hausas. We've been existing long before the invasion of the British. We can actually do these things. If this is not forced, if we cannot listen, oh my God, I don't know how to break these things down. This was saying that we must, that the negotiation, the because on us say in English the territorial integrity of Nigeria is unnegotiable. Now Kotu. What builds the country is what we call share value systems. ENA build the country is what we call value system. And the truth is that in Nigeria we don't have same value systems. That's just the truth. We have different value systems. That is why you see each time we keep seeing these clashes, because these people have different ways and approach to solve something. Yet you are saying that we are not going to divide politically, and we're not going to divide economically. Why, Makagene? That's what we are asking. On the same hand, you still don't want to do the right thing to move the country forward. On other I'm shocked. I'm shocked at most of the things that is happening. Mana nke na-enye m nsogbu karịa bụ na ka na ndị be anyị na-enefesi ihe ndị anya na-eme ka ọ na ha da aghọta ihe na-aga on. Anyị kwesịrị na-aghọta what is going on. Anyị kwesịrị na-aghọta the handwriting on the wall. We should be understanding the handwriting of the wall. Na ọ bụrụ ihe niile ka anyị ga-eche ndị Igbo si na mgbe a na-ada akara anyị fechakpi asị na mbe mụtara nwa ka anụmanụ mata nwa sị ya mgboro one ka ihe ga-eme ga mara ihe. Anyị kwesịrị ịma ihe na ndị a bụ ndị these are the same people na call for the freedom of Palestine and other nations. Mana achọzi ka anyị nwa nwere onwe anyị, mana achọkwa ka return on Nigeria back to regional government. Why kwa na ọ dịkwanụ mma? Please, even though we know what the IG succession Biafra something, we can keep that aside, but return us to a regional government. We can actually have Biafra in Nigeria. That's exactly what we're saying. We can actually have Biafra in Nigeria, Oduduwa in Nigeria, Arewa in Nigeria. It's possible, where the people will be allowed to use the main natural resources ihe na-atọ ha ụjọ mostly ịgwa nke bụ eziokwu na ihe na-atọ ụjọ bụ na anyị ga-emenye ha ihere. Anyị ga-agosi ụwa how lazy and how intellectually lazy they are. Ka anyị harugodi ịga ebe a mana ihe na-atọ ha ụjọ, but onwere onye amụrụ ọmara ihe. Nobody is an island. We can actually learn from us and we learn from you people and peacefully coexist. It is not must that we must shed blood again. We must be threatening, using clamp down words, kill them, do this. All those things are not necessary. That's what we are saying. This is where we are standing. That to God be the glory that the indigenous people of Biafra have stated time unnumbered that they are a peaceful organization, irrespective of the fact that they have been labeled terrorists. But they have continued to show that they are a peaceful organization, which I disagree with them in most of their this number, but collectively on the overall review, I agree with them. We can disagree to agree. We don't always agree all the time. They are not that perfect in their decision making and order, but yes, they are collectively and on the overall, they are representing the collective interest of our people. And they have firmly stood for peace over the years, continuously. So let's deploy a peaceful, the peaceful laid down principles for most of these issues. That's just what we are saying. That's what we're calling on the government, that people's rights should not be trampled on. That we should help ourselves and help the world at large. There's no need to sponsor or ignite any conflict on ethnic lines or whatever. That peaceful means we are also calling on the UN. Okay, they see all this. They know it. UN knows what they are going to do to solve the problem in Nigeria. Now, with the Nigerian problem never enter place where it go bad, but they are looking the other way around. Hey, UN. Now somebody will be telling me of UN. UN can actually, the UN, the EU, they can actually come and supervise a referendum. Yes, and to a referendum that will actually ascertain what the people want. Without the approval of the Nigerian government, the UN, most of these government bodies can actually come and supervise it themselves. They have the power to do it and implement the will of the people. But they have decided not to. Until case go enter where you know go good night, you see UN is donating aid. That is why I said that UN is a very nonsense organization. Mother katakwara UN nonsense. All no them maka ndị buy marụ the time anyị nọ n'ime ya. Ka ndị buy marụ oge anyị nọ n'ime ya. Amamo ochi ya na agwacha m gwa tune save ma marụ na mmesi gbunu ya. Ka ndị buy marụ time anyị nọ n'ime na ikwesịrị ị na-eme odogwu fọ ndị buy ji sie ga-adọkọ m akpa afọ mana ihe maka ị na-eme odogwu gwa na egbu ebusi escort aga. Makwa na onwe mgbe ego ma azọ apịatuo onye na-eche gị nche gị kwesịrị inwe iji echere onwe gị na ị na-eme odogwu na odogwu na-enwe sikio o ji echere onwe ya. Ọ bụrụ ihe niile ka a ga-abịa kwuo, ọ bụrụ ihe niile ka ị nọkwa na be gị na igwe iwenata ezigbo iji eche onwe gị nke esi na ọgidigidi bụ ugwu eze na onwere onye m ihe ga-eme echi. Amakwa m n'ọzọ m mesikwuo ya mana mma na ndị gboo na-agwa okwu na aghọta ihe na-ekwu. Mana ndị gboo na-agwa okwu na aghọta ihe na-ekwu. Ndị be anyị jisi ego nwee ego inwetacha ụmụ ihe iwetacha brọsh eji abrọsh eze. Ọ bụrụ ihe nne ka ị ga-achọ ka a na-agwa gị. Ọ bụrụ ihe nne ka ị ga-achọ ka a na-agwa gị. Biko Chineke nyere nna ya aka. Biko Chineke anyị ghọta taịm anyị nọ n'ime ya. O nwere onye ntị m chọrọ ikwu mana achọghị m ikwu ya bikọs obodo siri ike. Ọzọ na-abịa achọghị onye a ga-esi blọk ọ gị ma itinye arụ na be anyị. Ọzọ na-achọgharị ịbata na Naịjirịa eburu gị. Mana mma na Jehova bụ eze na ya anyị na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. Na ị ga-ama eziokwu ga-eme ka ị pụọ n'uru. You will know the truth and the truth shall set you. That's why we are Eziokwu podcast. We continue saying the truth. Ama m ihe ọzọ m na-ekwu mana ndị be anyị ụmụnwọta ya anyị na-ekwu biko ka okwu anyị na-ekwu bụ unu ntị. Ka okwu anyị na-ekwu bụ unu ntị. Ka ụmụnwọta na-enwe global conspiracy against our people. Ịma a na-ekwu onwe ndị na-ada iche che ka m gwakwu unu again. Onwe ndị na-ada iche na onwe ndị na-ada iche nọ ndị Naịjirịa ji anyị ma anyị anana ọ bụchara ndị Naịjirịa. Ị nwere osiri wee bụ ndị Naịjirịa na ọ dị ka ebe a na-eti mmadụ ihe a na-eti mmadụ ihe efu mmadụ na-asịcha anyị kwụsị iti onye anyị ihe. Ndị mmadụ na-ekwu kwụsị iti onye anyị ihe ekwugide ka kwụsị efu ndị mmadụ tichọna ka onye a na-eti ya nwe ya rapịa n'ụwa. Most of this government bodies and countries which are affiliates and interests na Nigeria bụ na ụjọ na-atọ na Nigeria gbarie ihe a niile a na-erite ama na-eritezi again anọ ihe ndị Nigeria na-ata agwa ha. Ọ dị ka m na-agwụbu m before Julius Berger na mmanụ ka eji akwụ ụgwọ. Ndị British na mega and check 30% of British wealth is coming from Scotland. 60% of it na-abịa from Nigeria anọ na Igbo. Mmanụ a na-amịrị ada akwụ nwere omita na iri di ya ihe aja mere more express. So ị na-agwa onye a ọ dị ka ichekizie na ego Nigeria ji China, ego Nigeria na-ebiri World Bank, ịbịazi na-agwa na World Bank ga-ebreki Nigeria, ọ bụchara obere ihe. Anyị kwesịrị ịghọta ọgụ anyị na ama m ole mme ndị ọzọ na-achọ ka m tụnye na obere azụ ka unu na-aghọta ihe na-eme. Chekizie na MNK bụ a British citizen, but it's been extrajudicial rendition and British is not saying anything. Which not ada eme, but ndị a na-watch their common interest in the existence of Nigeria. Our people kwesịrị ịmata ma na ihe a bụ global politics ka a na-agba. Unu ama m ole egizi kọwarụ ndị a ya. Chineke nna mekwarụ m ebere. Chineke nna merụ m ebere. Ịma na-eme ndị na-amara ihe a na-aka apụtasị gị na ndị Igbo dị domineering. A bastard. One guy, one of these their Edo life and Ghana TikTok. I was just in one of them. One of the guy I'm a professor. He was saying a lot of garbage. Approved. The Igbo man is there. No proof to what he's saying. No proof to what he's saying. And I want to remind you people that do you people know that all of una will get oil for una land, where none of una people will get the oil well. All of una will get oil well for una land, man. What do any moon with the oil well? Do you know that it is Yakubu Gowon that made it possible that oil well and they wouldn't benefit from? Now, bro, the bunu ya. All the na benefit from it. Man, about them can abroad no be that me but I won't give you now. The Ogbenge army but I want yan you be say before the British went to meet Gowon in Lagos, they already come to Ojukwu in Enugu and tell him alpha global interests or politics. You at the end of the day you come to the right time to discuss your common interests. Ha makwana nke bụ eziokwu. Ha mitiri Ojukwu na asị ya the oil alpha. We need to go milk oil. I have to milk this oil for so and so amount. Ojukwu eche na oil na agwa. Ojukwu eche dị na oil na agwa. We don't know what nke bụ eziokwu that this oil, but the people with the oil, not how they decide what to do with it. That was the response of Ojukwu to the British envoy. Yakubu Gowon na Lagos. Yakubu Gowon say abia mere mmano. I am ready to support her to carry out the genocidal act against the Igbo people in the 1967 to 70s. That's the truth. Yeah, most of these informations you cannot get it anywhere apart from this very platform. You need to go and share these things, invite your friends. You need to comment. I will need to be, it's an interactive section. I want to be seeing you post comments. I want to be seeing what you say, what your views are, both the good and the bad. Because now it will also build a curriculum of what we'll be pondering on, what we'll be discussing. Guy, let's get your comment. Let's get what's your take. What your takes are. Share, like, and comment. Invite your friends. Discuss it. Yeah, be able to our people. It is for our collective interest, for the well-being of our people. For the well-being of our people. Deep down in our subconsciousness. Una Mariana, una maro, amavone Mexico ya, Chineke me. Ndị mmadụ onwe ndị akwa na-agbaburu no, ịma nna akaburu na akọ. Mgbe m nkịtị. Nna akaburu na akọ. Ụmụ eda na-akọ inyo. Ụmụ eda na-akọ inyo. Nke ndị Igbo ji didere inyo. Bastard. Ndị Igbo ji didere ndị Igbo is the first government. Go and count it head to head. Go and check the time that Igbos are in government and see how the economy are being run, and go and check what naira is to dollar. Go and check how go and check what the position of Nigeria then. Go and check how good Nigeria was then, and compare it to all these years and years of people that have decided to run the country dry. The truth is that we have what the Igbo. It is only the Igbo people that have what it takes to build a civilization that humanity that we reclaim the respect that the entire black race have across the globe. You are watch out, you're going to see it. Be watching out. Moment is no oge mere maka okwu Chineke because us na alaeze ka alaeze gị bịa onwe na aghọtara ya na-ekwu alaeze Chineke. The kingdom of heaven must be made manifest on the face of the earth. It is a must. Onoge simanya maro, but this is the spoken words of Elohim, and it must come to pass. It must come to pass because we strongly believe in it. We strongly believe in it. I believe in ya. Amamo no ọzọ Mexico ya. Ndị bi na na-aka iri. Na-aka ihe na-enwere isi. That are gathering to go and do planning for who to go and they are planning to know who to vote for in the next election. Fools. So as you dey like this, be you Igbo, be you Hausa, be you Yoruba, you are still interested of the next election when you know that it is going to be business as usual. These people are very, very stupid. Why are we so forgetful? Why have we forgotten the pace of the past election and how it transpired? Why have we chosen to neglect those paces and think that funny enough that it is abracadabra what they teach you in your churches, that miracle can happen and INEC will be held accountable again? You are a fool for thinking that your PVC will save you. The best thing to do is to boycott that election when it's coming. Is if you boycott that election. We have to boycott the election. The Super Ego boycotted the ill treatment meant on them in Libya, and look at what is happening. That they are being respected now. So boycott is Jay-Z boycotted Grammy. Boycott these people. Simple tools that we can use as the youth. We be saying we are educated youth, we are intellectuals, we are this, we are that. When it comes to things that matters to our collective interests, we've decided and chosen to be sheepish. For your mind now, it didn't say you are crazy. You are a bagger civilian. You are a psychoquant. You are Igbo Nyala. You are a slave. In fact, you are a Hukopian. You are a Hukopian because he patch from one party that want to share one bag of rice to the other. Gold digger. That is what you are. Ashawo. This political party go fuck you. The other political party go fuck you. You don't know what it takes. You don't know what it takes to chart a good future for yourself in a time where impunity and corruption is the order of the day. They play. I don't blame you. That's why you. Oh my God! I don't know what to say again. I don't know. I'm boiling. I don't want to say things that I don't want to say. I don't want to use grievous words. Our people need to wake up. The entire Nigeria will need to wake up. We will forget all this. Watch the policy. Watch the policy. Watch the policy. You must go to court now. Okay, you are planning for the next person to vote. Maybe Wike is going to go run. Maybe Wike will be the next person. The all Nigerian youth you campaign for. Yes, maybe Wike. Maybe Wike. Or Kwankwaso. Or maybe your papa. Mugu. Maybe your papa. It isn't a persuaded there be the problem. The policy is the problem. We have to change I've told people that this 1999 constitution is a laughable one. It's single-handedly written by one person writer. It is not. Do you know that this Nigeria is just like a lab for an experiment? That the constitution of a nation was single-handedly written by one person, and you are going to cast your vote under a constitution that is written by one person, thinking that you're going to get credibility, that your vote is going to count. They play. I don't know how to today, but yeah, but today I proclaim too much. Today I'm a walking on because some people are already not comfortable with what I'm saying. Some people are already not comfortable with what I'm saying, bro. It is very, very important that we say it, that our people understand these people's motive and motion regarding to us. Listen, there are ways. Let me tell you people the truth. There are ways to do. There are ways to run election. I gauge eye sensor. If for our eye sensor or technological, we can use our eye sensor to vote. I'm telling you the truth. You can use your eye sensor. This your eye. Only is a scan here. It's here got scanner. We can actually use it to vote. In that way, making it impossible for rigging or rigging. Because that eye sensor read only once. Again, make sure okay. All policy, yeah, constitution no get enable kwanya. But that constitution no get enable them because the representative and there are a lot of things that need to be changed. We know we can actually run. Listen, in this Nigeria, the truth is I love this our country, and we can actually chart a good future in this country. Now, it's they make me laugh, but these people are making it difficult. And when they make it difficult, they leave people like me and many of us with no other option. Because I am an Igbo. I am an Igbo. Because can I water the time that we are in Marona election? That's the truth. Nke a bụ nke bụ eziokwu. Onye ọbụla na-enye anya na-asị go and get your PVC na plan for next. Peter Obi na ha akpagharịkwana na Konkaso metiri mbọsa. Na-asị I'm always with the people na-akọ inyo. Ọ bụkwa ya nka INEC ga-akpọkwu ihe ọ chọrọ ịkpọ. I need to make a statement to get shake the world. Ka the world jụọ questions ka ihe na-eme. Could you imagine a situation whereby they go for their a venue and centers for a campaign, empty this thing, empty field on the day of election? Before then, if as they are campaigning for their election, we also will be campaigning online with TikTok, with Facebook, with Instagram, with your ex. We will be campaigning and telling the world that we are not interested in voting. That there have been countable recycling of this same government and system that is not workable, that we want to chart a better future for ourselves. How can we do this? Is by subpoenaing the constitution of this Nigeria because it is prone to amendment. Let the constitution be amended. This very 1999 constitution, with it, we are not going anywhere. Make I tell you the truth, we are not going here anywhere. We are not going anywhere. Then go change them. We go write a better constitution for ourselves. We single-handedly. Now one person write this one, what they use. So we need to collectively as a people write this constitution ourselves. That is how it's been done. We need to write this constitution ourselves. We need to write it ourselves. We need to write these constitutions ourselves. We need to chart a future. We need to chart a better future for ourselves. Bro, program. Yeah, but our collective lives. Our collective life. ka a na-ediscuss ihe ga-abara anyị uru. Watchara Nigeria apply go for another loan. How many billion? Achọbedị m ịga na nke ansef na ike dị ọsọgwụ m. Loan na nke ndị ga-akwụcha loan a. Ọkwa unu a ga-akwụ loan a with which policy ka a ga-ejikwa all this loan that dabụ. It is good to apply for loan, but ka policy promote a good economy a ga-eji pay off this loan. Or policy eji n'aka around our government. Ọ na-atọkwa ọchị. Amakwa m ihe ọzọ m na-ekwu o. Mana atụọlọ ọmara atụọlọ ofe isi n'ọcha. Si na ọ ga-adịrị ikwu mmadụ ibe mma. Ndewo.